lined up on the left side. Hits the pitch to Johnson. He gets outside. He's in! Mario Johnson! 2-point conversion! The Warriors are up! 22 points! 16 seconds.
He just flown in from somebody.
Oh, no,
Not yet.
Welcome to Coach's Corner. The first thing I have to say, Bobby is here, Nick is here, Frank is here, I'm here. It is 7:35 and Billy O is home in bed.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Is he
texted
really?
us. He's home in bed.
What's he watching?
I
Lawrence
don't
Welk?
know. You know what I said to him? I'm going to start calling him Aunt Anna, because my Aunt Anna used to watch Lawrence Welk at 7 o'clock and go to bed.
Reruns of the Lassie show.
Yeah, really. Frank, congratulations. You just
Yes.
told us number 3 in the state.
Yeah.
Who's ahead of you? Obviously, St. Mary's.
St. Mary's of Lynn is 1, Notre Dame and Hingham's 2, and we're 3rd.
2
Do you play
Catholic
either one
schools.
during the year?
No, we scrimmaged St. Mary's beginning of the year.
Didn't
So
you?
We tied them 2-2. It was a good,
It was
you
a
know.
good game,
Yeah,
right?
well, it was scrimmage, so, I mean, we're a better team. I'm sure they're a better team, but, you know, it's power rankings is the way it's going right now, which is nice because you get
Yeah.
rewarded for playing a hard schedule. So.
Exactly. What's your record? I don't even
Right now,
know.
we're 15-2-2.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Unbelievable.
Best team in the high school.
In Division One? In Division One?
Division
it's-
one. State.
it is.
Division
In
one.
the state. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
I'm very proud-
he's in third
proud of
place
you
behind
girls.
2 Catholic
Guys
schools.
are great.
Yeah, right.
I've been following you guys all
Who
year.
knows where
Yeah.
their kids
Where
come
their
from?
kids
Yeah.
are.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
They're
exactly.
all over the place.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of wide open this year, Division One. I think a lot, you know, the top 10 teams, anyone can do it this year. So
Now, last year, didn't you go a long way?
last year we went to the Final Four. That's the farthest we've ever gone. So hopefully we can make another step this
It's
year.
like the Frozen Four of high
Yeah,
school.
yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah,
We saw
Coaching. It's
We
all
went and
coaching.
saw the Andover game, and you guys I thought you outplayed them
We did,
to a
yeah.
0-0 tie, and then
Their
I saw-
goalie stood on their head. On
Yeah,
his
played
he
head.
well.
did.
yeah.
And then I saw
Sorry,
you ran
sorry.
into another hot goaltender this week where you guys totally dominated the game. You outshot them like
46 to
Yeah,
Yeah,
Long
so
Meadow,
15.
Long
Long
Meadow,
Meadow,
yeah.
and they ended up.
They beat us 3-1 with an empty
Right.
netter, but again, it's, you know, we went through a little bit of a lull, which is fine. You know, it's hard to run the table, but you know, last year we went through the same thing, and we kind of peaked. What we're doing now, we get playing better, so you hopefully play better and better going into the playoffs. That's what I
Hockey's
think.
one of those sports, though. I mean, you can dominate
Yeah.
for 10 minutes, and then something stupid happens. They get a breakaway, and you're
Right.
losing 1-0, even though you controlled the whole game. Is that what happened in the Longmeadow game? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, we just, you know, just couldn't put the puck in the net. You know, so
Did the goalie stand on the head?
she played well. Yeah, she had bunches to saves and stuff. So again, it's, you know, we talk about it. You know, we just sometimes you run into that type of goalie and can't help her out by shooting right at her and, you know, pick corners and stuff. But
Not even big time could help you out there.
no, big time. Yeah, she couldn't help us out.
Was
Katie Vaughn.
was Longmeadow the team we played in the Railers rink
Yeah,
a few years ago?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we did that game.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, like I said, they got a good program. I mean, could we beat them? Absolutely. You know, we just were off a little bit that night, but and we still dominated. We were still off a little bit, but.
So what does the schedule look like for the rest of the string here?
Well, we're in a Newburyport tournament, which we played yesterday. We won our first game, so tomorrow we play for the championship.
Who'd you play in the first game?
Yesterday we played Pope Francis, who actually beat Longmeadow twice. We beat
Pope
them.
Francis is
Oh,
the
so
old
it's
cathedral,
yeah,
right?
Springfield Cathedral. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we beat them yesterday 3-0.
And they beat Longmeadow twice.
Yeah. So I mean, it just goes to show you. They're ranked. Pope Francis, I believe, is like 10th or 11th in the state. Longmeadow's right behind them.
Yeah.
So
How many teams make it?
right now, 32. So one will
Do you
play
get
32.
buys if you're?
No, one will play 32 and so on. So right now we're playing 29. So
So when does that start, Frank?
30th. We get seated Saturday, so I don't know when our
Oh,
first game
okay.
will be.
Probably
So next
sometime
week?
next week.
Yeah, we probably hopefully
Will
next
you have
Wednesday.
a home game?
We'll be home until
2 or
the
3 maybe.
semifinals. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're high enough seated. Unless
You
we
gotta go.
unless
You
we
gotta go.
unless we play like Notre Dame and Hingham's ahead of us, and they're still
Right.
we'd have to go to them. That would be the only team.
We'll
that
be
we'd have
there.
to go.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Do they
We'll
do
come.
the state semis and finals at a neutral?
Yes. Yeah.
Where?
Semis will be Last year it was in Bourne. It depends where they. And the
Oh.
finals is at the Garden, so.
Oh, right, yeah.
So the semifinals, we don't know where you are till then, so
Yeah.
let's get there first. Let's win first.
Yeah,
first.
right.
Yeah,
Yep.
How are the girls? How's their mindset? And I know
think
we
good.
got some of them coming on.
I think good. You know, it's like I said, like I told him after we lost the first game against Haverhill, I said, it's okay to lose a game. It's hard to,
It's actually good.
And the whole time, I never mentioned that we were unbeaten. Never said it
yeah,
once.
yeah,
I'm just,
yeah.
and after we lost, I said,
Yeah, but that's a coach's superstitious thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
I mean,
like
even-
talking
Girls,
about a no-hitter.
Look at them, they're all laughing. Yeah.
You guys knew.
You knew, right?
Yeah, we never talked about it. We just my biggest thing, I said, let's go 1-0 today. Every
Yeah.
game. That's all I want.
The next play, the next.
Yeah, let's go
the
1-0.
next
Let's
shift,
win today.
The next
Don't worry about
face-off.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
the next
One
day,
game
next
at a
week.
time, one game at a time,
Yeah,
that's
so
what they say.
basically,
A
that's
little
it.
cliche.
Yeah.
That's
So we
all.
won our league, which was nice. That's the league we joined last year. And
Is
it's
that the dual?
yeah, the Merrimack Valley
Merrimack
Conference,
Valley, yeah.
and it's a very tough league.
Right.
So we ended up sharing with Andover. We ended up 9-1-2 in the
Oh.
league.
I know, right?
But what kind of stinks is they don't go by head to head because we beat them and we tied them, so we actually should have won the league
Yeah.
outright. But they don't do that. It's just we had the same record, which is still great though. I mean, winning that league is
Co-champs, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Last
yeah,
year we were
that's still
fourth
great.
in the league.
Who's
so-
in the league? Obviously,
Andover, Bill Ricka, Acton, Boxborough, Haverhill, Westford Academy. There's 6 of us.
Oh,
it's a
that's-
it's a
that's
good
a good league.
It's a
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good league. So
How
I
did you
mean,
get into that, Frank? Did they ask you to join, or did you?
we were in
add
Central
that?
Mass for the longest time, and
Yeah.
it was time to move.
Right.
And we just, went to go to that league, and we weren't accepted right away, but then they took
Yeah.
us in the next year.
Yeah.
And it was just good for us. Every game, like I say to the girls, we play 12 league games. They're all like playoff games. Because everyone that we play, everyone plays up against us. We have a target, and
Yeah,
it's just
sure.
a great
Yeah.
atmosphere. So we actually, before the playoffs start, we actually play like 12 playoff games,
Yeah,
which is
there you
great.
go.
So it's
You
great.
must have a target on you. I mean, everybody knows where everybody is. They know, and they
Yeah, sure.
know the history that you've had and
Yeah.
the success that you've had. I think
Well,
it's
remember when the
wonderful.
girls were on
When you got a
last,
target, that's a good thing.
when the girls were on last time, they had said that their biggest rival they thought was Andover. And then now it kind of proves out the
Yeah.
way the
Yeah.
league played out, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Andover actually won it last year too. They shared it last year with Acton Boxborough. So I mean, it's a great league. It really is. I mean, it's the best thing we've ever done.
Nice.
As far as moving, and
The only tough part is all the travel you have to do.
it's not bad though. It's 495. We're in 495 all the time, and it's Acton Boxborough plays only like 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olympia, so it's not that bad.
Where do they play? Olympia?
Neshoba Valley, Olympia. It's like 25 minutes, so it's that. Haverhill's a little further with the wind, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
We're used to traveling, so
Yeah,
It's worth it.
Now, all your games will be at North Star,
yes.
the playoff games that you host.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So make sure, wherever you are, camera, make sure you're there. All
No,
right,
no,
we
no.
were
No,
so
wait,
disappointed.
wait.
All right, your turn.
The parents
The
were
parents-
there.
Yeah, parents were there. But
Come
the-
on, kids. They're the number 3 team in the state.
I know, really.
There was no kids there.
And
We
we
were
were-
so
we were-
angry.
Yeah.
We have, once in a while we'll have some kids there.
The Andover game, you didn't have, what,
Yeah.
3 kids?
3 kids.
Yeah.
And we're
And
like,
they-
this
and they
is the
could've
number
been-
2 team in the state.
And they could have been for Andover. We don't know. They didn't have Shrewsbury Garb on.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
we were
we
disappointed.
were disgusted.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know if I
were.
can
We were
say that.
disappointed.
We were pretty disgusted.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, like I said, it's a
It is
shame.
what
I
it
mean,
is.
yeah, it is
I
what it
know.
is. We just
I
got to
know.
go and play the game, but.
But was it? It was. It
Yeah,
was
I
awful.
agree with you, yeah.
Oh, you're being very neutral, though. You want to get in trouble?
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Yeah, you
Public
can't say
access.
that.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
can't
say, you can't say disgusting
Yeah.
on TV anymore.
Well, I didn't point at
Slightly upset.
I didn't
Disappointed
point
was a
at
good
one.
word.
Disappointed.
I didn't point at any kid.
No,
I just
know,
said,
know,
where
know.
are they?
I know. Actually,
You know
we
what
saw
I-
them coming in to go to the boys' game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Right.
playing next
Well,
Well,
even though it's nice, sometimes Jay will schedule a
Oh, yeah,
boys
no,
game
sure.
after us.
Yeah.
Sexist.
Yeah.
So we'll play before the boys some games, and that's nice because the boys come in so there'll be a little bit more of a crowd.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we get decent crowds though for our games, so it's
And it's good hockey,
it's
too. I
very
mean,
good hockey. People,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't think
great,
people
great.
realize
They
that
don't.
until
They don't.
see it and they say, "Wow, this is really."
They
fun."
think of, no offense to anyone, They think of girls hockey from 30 years ago,
Right.
where it was so much slower
Yeah,
than the
but
boys.
this
It's not like
this
that
is, this is
anymore.
a good team to
Yeah,
watch.
absolutely.
Shrewsbury's a great team to watch. We should take a break here. Let
Okay.
the girls come on.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with three of the girls, no captains, right?
No, all
We had
juniors.
captains before.
All juniors.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Proposed to a kid.
It was an
so she brought a
instant
sign. So she had to bring a
And he
sign.
said yes?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He's on the boys hockey team.
Oh, what's
All
his
right,
name?
we're
Do
on.
we know? I won't say anything, I
It's
promise.
Tyler
Johnny,
Ron-
you're on.
I know, he's a
Johnny.
senior.
Paige, I'm
Poor
sorry.
Paige.
We weren't talking about it, we were talking about somebody else.
Yeah. Another girl named Paige.
Another girl named Paige. So joining us here for the second half of the show. I'm telling you, we should run the camera the whole time.
Yeah, we probably
We have
should.
so much
We
fun.
probably should, yeah.
All juniors, all from Shrewsbury, nobody from either Westboro or Wachusett,
We have,
right?
yeah.
You have some, but not
Not
tonight.
here tonight.
Paige Umili, I said it right?
Yes, yes.
Very good.
Very nice.
The goalie, Marissa Montoya, and Bridget McLaughlin, who I've said that name, we've said that name,
Yeah,
because
for
she
long,
played
yeah,
field hockey too. So welcome, ladies, and congratulations on another tremendous season. 15-2-2 is pretty good, and you got a championship game already tomorrow night. All right, I'm going to ask you, when did you start playing hockey and where?
Oh goodness, I don't even remember. I was super young. My brother actually, I have an older brother. He started playing before me, and so I would just always go to his like little house league practices. And my dad was probably one of the coaches.
Over on Lake Ave?
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I
So
remember,
Shrewsbury Youth Hockey?
Yes, yeah. And I remember like the 6 a.m. practices, having to get up so early, and so yeah, I started when I was really young, but. Yeah, Shrewsbury Youth Hockey, that's where I
So the whole
grew up
time you
doing
were
it.
in Shrewsbury Youth Hockey?
Yes, yeah. I switched over to like the Lady Flames program when I was like U10, I think it was, but
Okay. That's generally the progression. If
Yeah.
you get to a point, you have to go there. All right, Marissa, how about you? When did you start?
Kind of the same story as Paige. My older brother played, so I kind of thought that he could do it, I could do it. So my mom gave me a pair of skates and just threw me out there. I was like, yeah, you'll be fine. So I
How
actually ended
about, no toe picks, right?
No.
Never?
Did you want to be goalie right away? Or did you
I thought it was like kind of interesting, but like some of the guys that I played with, like none of them really ever like kind of wanted to be goalies. So like they always kind of did like a rotation.
Yeah.
They put me out there one
Yeah, I
time, and I was
remember
like,
that.
sure, I
Yeah.
tried it, and I loved it. So
Oh, great.
continue to play.
I personally think, and Frank probably would agree with me, that the goalie's got to be one of the best skaters on the team. You know, it's true. It's true, because you got to go behind the net and all that other stuff you got to do. All right, and Bridget, how about you? When did you start?
Basically the same exact story as them.
played
My
together.
older brother started, so then I started, and then I went to the Flames when I was old enough.
When did field hockey start?
I started field hockey in 8th grade.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
through
play
the
another
school.
sport?
I run. I do cross country in the fall and then track and
Track.
field.
What event and track?
Usually the mile.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I recently started lacrosse, and I was a goalie last year for the
Oh,
Shrewsbury High team.
Nice.
Oh, are you going to play lacrosse again?
I think so. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
good.
about it.
Good
Yeah.
for you. It makes sense that you play field. I mean, it seems like a natural progression, and lacrosse too. No offense.
You gonna play lacrosse too, Paige? I mean,
I
Bridget?
did last spring, but I don't think I'm gonna do it
Oh,
again.
no.
But it seems like that's
Yeah,
a
right.
natural
Yeah.
progression. You know, field hockey, lacrosse.
Yeah, it's a
you know.
super easy transition
Yeah.
throughout the seasons.
What's your Frank? Why don't you talk a little bit about them?
I'll start with Paige. Paige, they've all been with since their freshman year playing. This year, obviously, they're juniors, but they're major roles, all of them.
Did they play varsity?
Yes, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right from the
Yeah.
get-go. Do
But
we have a
Paige-
JV team? I don't even
No,
know.
we don't have a
Oh, we
JV
don't?
team.
I didn't think so. Okay.
But Paige, I can say it's the hardest working kid on the team. You know, she works extremely hard. Starting to put the puck in there, hopefully a little bit more, but she is, and her
Oh, what
line.
position?
Trying.
She's a center.
Center, yes.
But her line's starting to score a lot of goals for
Oh,
us.
that's good.
But she kills penalties. Pretty much what I've asked Paige to do, she does. And she always does it with a smile. She's the happiest kid on the team.
Yeah, you haven't stopped smiling.
She's the happiest girl on the team, and you know, but she's a great kid, and like they all are. But Paige is extremely hardworking. Bridget, same thing. Our defenseman, I think, and I say it, you know, biasly, but I think our goalie and our 4 defensemen combined as a unit is the strongest in the state. We're averaging giving up less than a goal a game.
Wow.
So that just goes to show you. I mean, Bridget has a huge part of that. She's also a tremendous field hockey player, and so I mean, just
We witnessed
You
that.
saw
you
it.
know, she's tough and she's gritty. So I mean, she brings a lot to the teams. You know, so she's a huge asset. Like I said, our defensive core as a unit is unbelievable,
Yep.
and it all starts with Rissa, our goalie. She's been in the net since her freshman year. She set a record this year for most shutouts. She broke the shutout record for the school
Congratulations.
yeah,
really.
already. I mean, she had another one
15
yesterday.
years, that's
many
Yeah,
pretty good.
Riley McCausland held it, and she broke it this year. Rissa, but she also did it with the COVID year,
think
where we only
16.
played 12 games.
Oh.
And she's only
16 or
in,
17, I think.
you know, she's only in her junior year, so it took, you know, Riley was there 4 years, so
Yeah.
her
Yeah,
to
you've
break
only
that's
done 3.
pretty impressive. So,
Not
And she's
even
only in
finished with
3.
3.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing. That's
yeah.
really good.
so I believe she has 18 career shutouts now. So.
Awesome.
Okay,
Again,
now-
and her defenseman, and she's the first one to thank her defenseman, so like she knows how important her defensemen are to her. So.
Now we're gonna ask the 3 girls to talk about you. No, I'm only kidding.
I usually say, okay, open forum here, go ahead. But we know you love
Yeah,
them.
we know.
We already know that. We do. Hockey. That other sport you play in the fall, I mean, that only one side of the stick. When you get to hockey, is it like, oh my God, I can do this?
Yeah, like for slap shots and like taking shots in hockey, it's
Yeah,
a
right.
lot different than like for field hockey you have to hold the stick like this.
And then
but
you gotta
hockey, you have to hold
turn
like
it
this.
too, right?
Yeah, so it's like that's kind of a weird transition, but like the rest of it is pretty
Yeah,
adjustable.
it feel like you aim at people. You try to hit them.
They did legs and
Hockey, you
whistles.
try to avoid them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, okay, all right. Well, we've been holding off. Frank told me this in the intermission, even though I knew it. But he reached a milestone as a coach
Can you see that, Mark?
last week.
Should we try? Should we have-
He got his 200th
Win.
win as a coach, as the only coach Shrewsbury High School girls have ever had. And we wanted to do a little something for you, Frank.
Thank you, I appreciate
Because it is,
Blow
it
the
is a
candles.
Congratulations,
huge,
bud.
it is a
Congratulations.
huge
You guys blow 'em up.
accomplishment.
Congratulations.
Coach, you have to. Come on, coach.
No, you know, something, I mean, and it's old cliche, but you can't do it without your players.
No,
I've been
no.
blessed with some unbelievable players, and this year, it's no different.
I know coaches that have unbelievable players that don't come anywhere near
That's
winning.
correct.
Yeah.
You know.
That is correct. He is
But I also
right.
say, if you
We've
coach
been
long
around-
enough, you're gonna get there too, so.
Frank, we've been around long enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Where
that's-
we saw, well, we were around long enough to know that one year Terry had completely lost it.
Yeah. Even,
I mean, he was the worst coach in the history of the game. And the next year, he won,
Super Bowl.
went 13-0, won the Super Bowl. So during the summer, his brain came back. So I guess what I'm saying is, I agree with Bobby. You can
Yeah.
have great players, but you gotta know what to do
Yeah.
with them.
Yes.
And everybody's different. And I coached girls for the first time last spring.
Ask him how many wins he had.
I had this many wins.
42,000 more years. We'll have you a cake for
No,
you.
it's not easy coaching girls.
No,
It isn't.
No,
And
it's
no
not.
offense to you guys either, it's just different.
It's different. It's a different mindset, but
Different.
I think if girls, like, we ask them to do something, they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Where boys might give you a little bit of, and there's different things, scenarios between girls and boys, but, you know, like, when we first applied, it was funny, I went to see Jay, and he said he was gonna have a team. And my daughter was already in prep school, 'cause I would have loved to have her, you know, but she was already in prep school. But when I went there, I said, well, Jay, well, you know, what are my chances? He goes, yeah, they're pretty good, because you're the only applicant. Because it was just a thing where, you know, he started the program and no one really showed any interest, you know. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's been good. You know, like I said, this year, hopefully we can.
Other than Nick
Make the next
DiPolano, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Track.
know.
Well, Phil Irving, my hockey coach, he was there a long time.
He was there a
He
long
coached for
time.
26 years,
Yeah,
just
that's
in
it.
Well, he was like you. He started at the. didn't
I
he?
was on the
First team.
team. I was on the first
Oh,
team.
you were on the
yeah.
first team.
Wait, Frankie, you started the game from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
started
did.
the whole program in
Yeah.
history from scratch.
I mean, like I said, it's been good. I mean, it's been great.
Yeah.
I enjoy it every year. You know.
All right. Now I'm going to put you all on the spot. How much do you love him as a coach?
I would say he's probably one of my favorite coaches I've ever had.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I'd have to agree with that.
Hey, you're still going to start. Don't worry.
I would definitely agree with Rissa.
Yeah.
He's been a really good coach.
Yeah, same.
See, I couldn't
high
tell the
school's-
difference. He's
No,
smiling the
she's
whole
fine,
time.
yeah.
He smiles all the time.
Probably
High
ask her
school's
how
hard
good
to
a
play.
host you are. Yeah. But you know what, you say that, coaching is, you know, you can only be as good as your players, but a
Which
lot
is
of
true.
coaches,
Which is
a
true.
lot of
But
coaches will try to force players into playing their style, whereas you probably look and see what you have in terms of talent, evaluate them and put them in
Yeah.
positions to win. And I think that's a tribute to you. I
Yeah,
think you
I
do.
mean, like I said, I'm very passionate. I want to win. We all want to win. Like I said, I'd say to them, we scrimmage a game, or I just want to win all the time.
Right.
And I think that
it's
instilled in them.
because it's in us.
Yeah,
It's in us.
and I see that in them. Like now we just, we don't want to lose. I mean, it's obviously no one wants to lose. But some teams you see after they lose, they're no
Yeah,
big deal.
right,
These guys show the passion, which is great.
But you also have to make moves. I mean, you know, you change people like, was it Maddie?
Matt, yeah.
She was a forward, right?
Well, this year started, Bridget's a defenseman, and we tried, put her up forward, and after, I don't think she played a regular game, right, just a
Oh, the
scrimmage.
scrimmage.
And it just
Yeah,
wasn't
same
working out.
line.
Yeah, those
And Maddie, I know Maddie
Did you
could
always play defense?
Yeah, she's always
Yeah.
been a defenseman. But we tried the spark, because we knew we needed some scoring up front.
Yeah.
And then Maddie, we put Maddie
Yeah, but see,
back.
again,
It's
some
coaching. That's exactly
coaches
what
would
I'm
have
saying.
said, I don't care,
Yeah,
she's
you're gonna
staying
play
there.
it, you know?
You know,
No, but
instead of
I
saying.
knew I could get more out of her being happier where she was. And,
Right, right.
You know, we tried it, and I told her, just do the best you can, but it worked out better. So, but Maddie Merv is another one. She played forward last year. I needed another defenseman, so she's back on playing D. But
She reminds me of Zdeno Chara.
yeah.
Maddie, yeah.
Oh,
With
yeah,
the
she
reach
does.
and-
Yes.
oh, my-
This year, just the leadership this year. Like I'd say to these girls, and they're going to probably be future captains next year. They just see the leadership, and it's great this year. I mean, it's a great team. It really is.
Yeah.
They all get along. There's none of the crap that goes behind the
Mixture-wise,
scenes.
I know you mentioned earlier, you said 4 seniors.
We have 4 seniors.
How many
yes.
juniors? You know, like the makeup?
Eight juniors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's
How many on the team
4 or 5
total?
sophomores. There's 24 girls.
24.
Yeah, so eight juniors.
Do you keep more because you don't have a JV team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and this year was nice too. We had a couple exhibition games with girls that don't play as much, so we got them to play a little bit. We had a couple games with them, so
Oh, that's
and
good.
which was great. All these girls showed up for that game
Are they
to
only,
cheer these girls on because I said to them, I said they're cheering you guys on every game. A lot of them don't get to play at all, so it was nice to have these all. They all showed up and supported those girls. And it was really
is
nice.
it different now, Frankie, where they're only eligible to play as freshmen, or can they go all the way back to like when Delaney played? as
Yeah, we
seventh?
only have freshmen. Yeah, we don't
So
have
freshmen,
waivers
but
for 8th graders.
No
7th
more
graders.
7th or
No.
8th grades.
No.
Yeah.
Why? Is it because you're an established
Because we have enough
program?
kids. It's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
need, but we're fine right now. So
How about practice? When do you guys practice? I've never asked him this. Come on, tell me,
It
Paige.
depends on the day usually. Usually it's after school, like
Oh.
4
Oh, that's not
o'clock.
bad.
Yeah.
yeah, we don't do mornings.
Yeah.
Oh,
no
that's
more.
good.
We did mornings one year, and it was just having kids coming from Wachusett.
Oh,
Traveling,
right.
it was if it was slick,
Plus in the winter
the roads were
time.
bad. Yeah. And you get them out there. It's not worth it. I have to let them off the ice early.
Yeah,
So
right.
the boys still do it, but it's a little easier
Yeah.
for the boys.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but they're all
Shrewsbury kids.
local
Right.
too, right?
Right.
Who's the team now that we're not kind of in Central Mass that you want them? You
Well,
know
we
what I
had
mean?
one about that story you told me with the pineapple.
What's the
Yeah.
pineapple?
That
Yeah.
was a Stoneham game last year in
Playoff game.
playoffs.
Yeah.
That was that was an interesting
What
experience.
happened?
They threw,
I don't
they
know.
threw stuff on the ice.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was late in the
Student
game,
section.
and the student section started throwing fruit
Yes.
on the ice, and
Why?
they were throwing, just
They had
because they
like
were
a-
losing, and they
Yeah.
just, they all got thrown out of the game and everything, all the kids. But I don't, who picked up the pineapple?
Well,
Someone threw a
they-
pineapple.
I think
in
it was.
They threw it like onto the ice, so then the refs had to take it off. But I think we had a girl that was in the box like doing our announcing for the game. So someone like brought her and just put the fruit like there. So then I think it was Natalie McCausland ended up keeping the pineapple and just bringing it to every playoff game.
It was like
So
the
then-
incentive. right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we
So
beat
all
Notre
the-
Dame and Hingham. The
Yeah.
girls, there's the picture of they're holding the Final Four flag.
And the
And
pineapple.
the
pineapple.
pineapple's right there. So that was our thing last year.
So now it's just kind
There
of
was
like a
the-
thing, like our pineapple's just been a thing we've been doing. So this year for our scavenger hunt, we had to drop off a few at Frank's doorstep.
So I ended up with 3 pineapples
So,
last night.
Oh, that-
Pam and I are watching TV. I hear that someone on the. I ran to the door. I open up. There's a pineapple. 20 minutes later, another pineapple. Another 20 minutes, another. And we have a Ring camera, so we seen them running
you
out.
said,
And, you know, something, and I said, that's. I love it. I just think that's team bonding. You can't beat it. They're all dressed in costumes and the Hanson brothers and referee shirts. And
Oh, really?
Hula
All right,
skirts
who
and-
was the Hanson brothers?
Oh, that
None of
was
us.
yeah, it
That
wasn't
was
our
one of
group.
the-
We were Hawaiian, and then Paige was ski themed. So she had to wear
Skiing?
goggles and beanies.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all
You know
about.
what? Yeah,
That's what it's
you're right.
all about.
Just enough to pull everybody together. And
Absolutely. And,
You
it,
know,
and, we're,
having
and we're getting to a point now, it's going to be a little more pressure, but these guys, going as far as we did last year, these guys all went through it, and they were a big part of the team last year, so they were actively
It helps
involved
you.
in every game. Absolutely. So they've been there, so it's.
So
it's
back
good.
to the original question, John asked, what's the team you really want? Is it you consider your main rivalry or the team you really want to beat? Or?
I think St. Mary's of Land, they're a really good team this year. I think right now they're first. We
Yeah.
also I've kind of been watching them like throughout the year, seeing who they're playing, who they're winning against, just because we want to know like what's going into playoffs. We want to know like who we're gonna reach, and when we play them,
Yeah.
we kind of want to know their experience of other teams they've played,
Yep.
just so we know like kind of like where we're at when we get to them.
Did
I
you
think-
play them last year?
No, we did
You
not.
didn't?
No, I think we played NDA last year. They were a good team too. That'll be interesting.
I remember.
We get
I
to them,
remember
yeah.
them,
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we're going to play who's in front of us, but again,
Right.
and I say to them all the time, I say, we're as good as anyone in the state.
Yep,
I know we are. you know,
I
so
agree. I
we
agree.
play our game,
And
we're
I
very
only saw
tough to
you
beat.
once, really.
We're very, very tough to beat, so we work hard.
All right, good luck. It's
Thank
the
you.
fastest half hour in Shrewsbury Cable. Good luck in the tournament. Hopefully we'll be at maybe a couple of them. We'll see how things go. Frank, congratulations. Remarkable achievement.
Thank you.
In 15 years, that's fabulous. All right, we'll see you next time. All right, Coach's Corner.
I just got a